Hey, what is going on, guys? RPM Slayer here, bringing you another nuclear fail. But this video is a 77 and I think 20 something, 22 or something. I'm not sure. The KD ratio is not that great, but the streak is insane. I get like a 25 or 26 gun streak, and I just go so fast. Like the kills come on so fast. You'll see later. It's ridiculous. But without further ado, I'm gonna get into this video using some. I think I'll use the AR-94 later once I start the streak. I'm not too sure about that, because I just mess around for the first bit and then I get on this streak and I have no idea. I'm like, what? And I actually did not expect to get on it. But anyway, without further ado, this video is going to be about the first time I got pulled over by the cops, or really just like interacted with the cops. And so basically what happened was, me and two other mates, well, originally what was supposed to happen is one mate was supposed to come to mine at 4 o'clock, and we would start building my computer, because we were building my computer that night. So one mate would come at 4, the other mate would come at 6, because he had something on till then. And so they'd come at 4 and 6, probably leave about 10, 11 maybe. And we'd finish building my PC. But of course, because PCs are really unpredictable when you're building them, especially when you buy all the parts yourself, we had a bit of trouble, so we had to go on the internet and that. So we basically were building from sort of 4 o'clock till 10, 11, maybe even 12. Actually, no, now that I think about it, it's probably 1:30, something around there. But basically, yeah, it was a really long sort of building session, and we were so tired, and we still hadn't got really close to getting it yet. We sort of had the case open, we got the motherboard in, we plugged it in the motherboard, got the we got everything plugged in, but nothing was turning on, and we were just having trouble installing Windows because we didn't have a disk. Obviously, we just needed to make a bootable USB. And so just a bunch of shit was going wrong. So we got really tired and just bored, and you fall on the verge of falling asleep. But they didn't really want to, and neither did I. We didn't want to go to sleep until we were finished building. So basically, what happened was, it was 1:30 at this point. We went out down my street, and if you don't know that, oh, obviously you don't know, but down my road there's not a 7-Eleven, just a service station. So it's open obviously 24 hours. Here you got ice creams and some Red Bulls and that. So we got out of our house all dressed in black and stuff, and we went to basically go get stuff from the service station to stay awake. And we did. We got back, no cops. So we got all our stuff, all the drinks and ice creams and shit, because that's just what we eat, because we're just that hardcore. And basically we came back, and we really didn't want to continue building. We just couldn't be fucked. Honestly, really could not be screwed. So I showed them these laser lights I got from Thailand, and yes, they happen to be illegal in Australia. Man, all my videos contain something illegal. But anyway, yeah, they're illegal in Australia because of an incident where someone shot at a plane and temporarily blinded a pilot. Even though I think the pilot was a bit exaggerated, because I've got a laser light, the exact same one shone in my eye, and it didn't affect me for 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, a minute maybe, if that, and then I could see perfectly. So yeah, I think the pilot was exaggerating. He just didn't like laser lights and wanted to get them ousted. So yeah, they're illegal. And so we went out with them. I had 3, so one for each of us. And we just went up to my other mate's house up the street, and we were just knocking on his door. And of course he wasn't home, so that's a shame. But yeah, we were just looking. We were just shining our laser lights up in the sky and trying to hit we were trying to hit cars. We were trying to go in front of cars and creep them out. And this is probably, now that looking back on it, not the best idea I've ever done. But basically, yeah, we were just trying to creep people out, because many people don't have these. You can't buy them. You have to go overseas. We went to Thailand or Israel, or any of those Middle Eastern places or tropical places where the laws are much less. I want to say strict on laser lights, at least, because people just sell them on the beach with their little box of goodies. So you can just buy them there. And so we had them. So we were just showing them around, having some fun. We were messing around. We weren't being serious. We were just messing around. Alright, we were walking all around my block, and this was at 1:30, so it's pitch black. And the lamppost outside my neighborhood-ish area, they basically turn off and on. So for a brief period when it was off, the streets were completely dark. There you couldn't see an absolute thing, which is insane. Now I don't know if that's meant to be with the lamppost or they're broken. I'm not sure. We haven't been bothered to work it out. Yeah, we can't be screwed. It doesn't really affect us too much anyway. But that's pretty much what happened. We were just hardcore like that, and yeah. So we were just messing around for like probably an hour. We're probably there for 2:30 to 3, like around that area. We were just messing around for absolutely ages, just because we were so bored of building this computer for hours, and we still hadn't really gotten anywhere, because we still had to like make a bootable USB for Windows 7, and a bunch of crap that we couldn't be screwed doing. So we wanted to go out. So we tried to get our mate, but he wasn't home. He was at a party or something. So we didn't bother, and we were just like running around the streets with our laser lights. And then we decided to go back up to the service station where it was more lit, where more cars were coming, because this was like 3 o'clock, well, maybe not 3 o'clock, 2:30, and we could still hear cars in the main street of my suburb. So we decided to go up there, and then as we're walking up there, we're shining laser lights on the road because people are driving past, like a person every minute or so, if that, because there obviously weren't that many people, but there were still more people than on the side streets, the pitch black side streets. So yeah, we were just showing them at people, and not at people. I do not think we were showing them at the cars. That's just we definitely did not do that. That's for sure. We definitely didn't do that. We were showing them next to the cars. Like they would look on the road and they would see a little green dot, which is just it's just fun to do. Like, and they go 3Ks, these laser lights, so they're pretty sick. But basically, we were shining it, and then one of my mates, to mess with me, goes, "Oh, here comes a car, shine in front of it." So I did. I shined in front of it, and it was easily visible to the driver. And then the car went past, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It was actually a cop. No, it was actually a cop, and I was like, "Shit!" And then they kept driving, right? And then they drove, and we were like next to the top of the hill, so I went over the hill and down, and I was like, "Oh, thank God they didn't see me." And then we saw them driving back up the hill, and I was like, "Oh, come on." So my mate was just trying to mess with me, and he didn't think I'd actually do it. And he knew it was a cop, so the cop obviously turned around and come back to get us. And then I was like, quick, dack the laser lights, because I don't want to get them taken. I don't want to go back to some tropical place to have to get them again. I really can't be screwed with that. So I was like, alright, dack the laser lights quickly. And I'm like, alright, fair enough. So we dacked them, and then the cops pulled over, and it was this kind of like, I don't want to say gay guy, but he was very girlish. He didn't seem like the kind of guy I'd expect to be a cop. And there was this kind of muscular girl, so the roles were kind of reversed. And they pulled over and was like, "Oh, what you guys doing out here?" And we're like, "Oh, we were just hungry, because just to make up an alibi, we were hungry. We were just going down to the service station down the road." And they were like, "Oh, okay. So do you know what time it is?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, it's 2:30, whatever it was." And they go, "Oh, so you guys were just hungry and decided to go out." And they took our names down, and we gave them the names and took us down, and gave them our addresses and phone numbers and that. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm going to jail," because I was like panicking. I was like, "Oh hell no, this is not right." But no, I had to ask. I was like, "Well, what have we done wrong?" And they were like, "Oh, well, you've been out past, like, I think it's like 12 or something, which is not the curfew, but when the cops have to pull you over and like find out what's going on." So yeah, they like pulled me out. They like did that to us, and I was like, "Oh, thank God." And so I was just about to give my laser light when I found out that's why they asked for us. So I was like, "Oh, thank Lord." So I was actually so scared. So all they really wanted to do was just make sure they like jot down that they'd seen us at this time, at this point, in case we got taken somehow, or someone wanted to know where we were. That's just what they do. They have to take down our names, and so that's what they did. So it was very lucky. And that was the first time I ever got pulled over by cops, like, for that. I mean, I've got pulled over by cops in like my parents' car or whatever, but not quite like by myself and that. And so that was a very scary ass time for me. That was, honestly, if you think about it, you think, "Oh yeah, well, it's a cop, it's not going to do anything." But then when you honestly think about it, like, it's much more scary than you think. It is much more scary, and you've got to play your cards right, because if you even sound nervous, they're going to know you're doing something wrong. Whereas if you're confident, if you're sure of yourself, if you know what you're doing, if you've got your story straight, in other words, then they're not going to bother with you. But yeah, so that was a pretty scary time in my life, and I didn't get the laser lights taken off, which is thank God. So I've still got them in my room. And yeah, so just a big relief, just a really big relief that happened, that nothing worse happened, because I was sure something worse was going to happen. And so yeah, it's just, you got to be careful around them, because they do patrol the streets at night, because I didn't realise, but apparently they can, like, in Australia where I live anyway, but They like take your names down to make sure they've seen you, which is fair enough in case you get taken. It's like, okay, oh, well, this person so was at this point at this time in the night or whatever. So they have like stories for everyone. But still, it was petrifying. And my mates also were shitting themselves. They were like, oh hell no, because they thought you get a fine or get a criminal record for having those lights on you. So that was just a really scary time in my life, honestly. Yeah, really shat myself. But then we got home and we were like, alright, hell no, let's go back to the computer. So we ended up sleeping over and we ended up screwing around the whole night, playing COD and that kind of stuff. And then we just got fix up the computer in the morning, and that was pretty much it. Like, yeah, it was just a really interesting day and night. It was really, really interesting, if that's one word to put it, because for some nights I was happy, some parts of the night I was happy, and jittery and stuff, and the other nights I was shit scared. So, it's a pretty interesting night. And just quickly on the gameplay, I haven't really talked about it much at all, but my mate Swaggosaurus, you can see at the top with his bad little clan tag. He's on 56 and 29 now, and I know I'm going to beat him in death. I mean, like, get less than him in death. I'm trying to beat him in score, and so towards the end of this game, coming up soon, I actually go on the maddest gun streak, which is the whole point of this video, is nuclear fail. And you'll see how I actually do end up beating him in score. Actually, no, sorry, we equal in score, but he's got score streaks going. I'm going just gun streak only. And I forget when the gun streak starts. I'm not sure how long it is, but I don't know if I'll just chuck some music on at the end for this commentary. Who knows, But yeah, it is a pretty hectic gameplay. This is also my first game in, like, I think a week, maybe 2 weeks. I've been playing more zombies than multiplayer because of the Uprising DLC. No one really plays the multiplayer maps, so I was like, alright, well, let's just play some multiplayer. I jump on like second game or first, I can't remember which one. Second or first game, I jump on multiplayer, I get this crazy gameplay, and that's just horrible accuracy. Just ignore that accuracy right there. But just quickly about the game, but I'm just gonna have a quick chat about it. I'm using the AA94 for the majority of it, with stock and fast mag, which is my eyes probably the best combo for the AA94. No secondary, I believe. Perks would be hardline, scavenger and toughness, and attack mask, which I think is the best setup for perks. I don't think, unless you want to be running lightweight or ghost as well, then you probably take off toughness. But ever since I've started using toughness, I think there's no replacement for it. I can't not use it because I commonly get shot as well. So I'll obviously lose the gun streaks without toughness. I think this is the gun streak because I'm on a 10 already. But this is my third brutal medal and no nuclear, so it's depressing. I think it's like my 20th 20 gun streak medal. I don't know what it is. Brutal's 25 and a 20 is like a relentless, I think. And then like my 100th 15 gun streak medal, and then like, I don't know, a couple of thousandth of my 10 gun streak medal. So I get all these ridiculous streak medals, and I never get a nuclear, and I really, really want it. And the unfair thing about this gameplay is I was pretty much out of ammo towards the end of my gun streak. I think this is it. I think this is definitely the gun streak. And you'll see, like, I am almost completely out of ammo towards the end, and I just keep racking up these VSATs. It's just too easy. And like, I get so lucky. Like there, I thought I was definitely 100% dead, and yeah, there's the relentless. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting close to a nuclear here. So I just keep going crazy. And I'm already low on ammo now, so I'm like, okay, I'm low. I'm very low. So I'm trying not to die. I'm trying to call in all my streaks, and I'm just being like, before I wasn't being so cautious because I didn't realize I was on a gun streak, and now I've realized it because I saw the 20. I'm like, all right, so I'll just camp in this building for a little bit, try and rack them up. And it's really, I always get nervous and I panic when I'm on a nuclear streak, and then I end up failing. Like here, this is pretty much it, because you can see I've got no ammo. Barely, I don't even get this guy. I mean, I do get this guy. My friend T kills him. But the point is, everything wrong. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in this gameplay. I got that kill stolen from me. I get this guy. And I'm so close to being out of ammo. 8 bullets here. That guy could have killed me easily. And the gameplay is, I see it, I'm trapped by a sentry gun. Just everything is going wrong. They got sentry guns, and then they've got no guys spawning because they've got the headquarters. Third VSAT. I'm on a brutal. I can see it now, and then there I go, because there's just too much of them there. So close. What a disappointment. And the fact is, that I don't know if I would have been able to get it. I would have had to go on really quick because I had like 20, not even 20 seconds, like 10 seconds left in the brutal medal. So that's it. 25, I think, gun streak. 77 and 23, and my mate went 77 and 40. So I think I won that game. But anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in future videos. Alright, guys. Bye.